welcome to Scrapbook.com's channel. My name's Alexandra Stapleton Smith from the Hedgehog Hollow, and today I'm thrilled to be showing you the new alcohol ink release from Ranger. What a fantastic range of products they've released for us crafters here at Creativation 2019, and I have them all to show you. So let's dive right in and I can show you all the amazing new things we have to play with. So if you haven't seen them already, the first things we have to play with are alcohol pearls. So we have 12 new colors to play with, and these are something totally new. They also have the most amazing names. So we have Sublime, we have Tranquil, Intrigue, Deception, Alchemy, Enchanted, Villainous, Celestial. Really fun names, and these are a little bit different because they have a pearl sheen to them, and they're not like the mixatives that we're used to seeing. So this is the mixatives that lots of us have used in the past, and this is a regular alcohol ink. So yes, they look like our normal bottles, but they have a pearlized quality to them, but they behave like alcohol inks. So we don't have to use them afterwards like our mixatives. We can use them at the same time like our alcohol inks, and I will be doing some technique videos for the Scrapbook.com channel, so you can check those out as well. This is just kind of an overview of all the fun new inks and mediums we have, but I do have some samples to show you. One of the girls here in the Hedgehog Hollow office took the Ranger class at Creativation, and this is using some of those new alcohol pearls. Can you see that amazing shimmer that they worked on? And this is on a black new alcohol ink cardstock I'm going to show you as well. I mean, so much fun that they got to play with, and they have this amazing shimmer to them as well. So they painted with alcohol inks. They didn't do that kind of normal background technique, and then they also did it on the new brush silver. So they combined alcohol ink, pearl, and regular alcohol ink to create this really pretty technique as well. So we have these 12 brand new colors to work with that have this pearlized quality. As I say, we'll do some technique videos as well, so we'll show you ways that you can use them. And then here we have some of the older mediums, and we have some new ones to work with as well. So we have a new alcohol ink blending pen. Now, if you haven't worked with this before, this is really fun. This is the older alcohol ink blending pen. So you fill this with your alcohol ink blending solution, and they're also going to come out with this in a smaller size. So it's going to come in this bottle size that our alcohol inks come in. So it fits in our alcohol ink storage tin. But I buy them in the larger size. You open this up, you take your nib out, and you fill it with your blending solution. But this new pen is a little bit in smaller size, and if I open this one up for you, you'll be able to see the difference. You can see the pen is quite a different size. So it's a smaller barrel. It's much nicer to hold in your hand for colouring, which means you can colour with your alcohol markers. You get 2 tips on, ooh, this one's a little bit full. 2 tips to colour with, but you can see this. You end up with 2 different nibs to work with. So you have got different size nibs on this one. This one is very, very juicy on there. So I'm going to just pop my lids back on with my previous lids, and I'm going to rest this on a little bit of kitchen towel, and luckily my husband's behind the camera with kitchen towel ready to go, prepared for me. And I'm going to grab an extra piece of kitchen roll here, and we'll do a video on how to fill it, and of course not overfill it, because that one seems super juicy in there as well. So we'll move that one out the way there. Then these are alcohol ink foil tape sheets. These are not new, but I thought I would grab them out of my drawer because I don't use them often enough, and I don't think they get enough of an airing. They're a really cool thing that you can alcohol ink onto, and they're just a little bit different, and you can die cut them. You can use them as backgrounds and things, and they're adhesive backed as well, and they're card front size. They're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so they're perfect for us card makers, and it's just something a little bit different to make your backgrounds and your alcohol inks on. And alcohol inks work on non-porous surfaces. These are absolutely perfect to work on. So that's one of those mediums. Now onto those new mediums that we have to work with. So these are those 3 new mediums we have. We have a matte black cardstock, which I have some sheets of, I'll show you in a second. We have a silver sparkle. This is going to be absolutely amazing. And we have a brushed silver. So what do these look like? So this is our brushed silver cardstock. So it's like a satin silver to work with. And this was what I was showing you earlier that Hannah painted her beautiful flower with. So you can see there, how amazing does that look? And again, you can paint on this, you can create backgrounds with it, and it's non-porous, ready for your alcohol inks to work on. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Then we have that silver sparkle. Now this is not like regular glitter cardstock. Look at all of that amazing sparkle. Can you see how gorgeous that is? Now this does not have a texture on it. This is pretty much smooth. So this is not what we normally use like glitter cardstock on. This, I believe it's some kind of screen printing that they put on here to give you this surface, but it means we can alcohol ink onto it. You can use your alcohol pearls, you can use your regular alcohol inks, and this sparkle shines through. So again, it gives you some beautiful, beautiful effects on there as well. More things you can do with your alcohol inks. So a special alcohol ink cardstock with that sparkle in. And then we have this new matte black cardstock. Now again, this is a non-porous, has a really nice feel to it. It's almost like a velveteen, suede kind of feel to it, really tactile. I also like mounting my cards on it. Things really pop on it as well. Plus, of course, we can use our alcohol pearls on it. You can see again, this is that piece I showed you earlier that Hannah decorated. And it's using the pearls. You've got the gold in here, you've got the red, and you've got the green, a really beautiful piece that they learnt in that Ranger class at Creativation. But Tim was saying he's been matting a lot of his cards with it, and I think it's a really, really pretty cardstock. And it's actually a really nice weight. It's a really thick cardstock as well. So again, they come in 10 packs. They're 5x7 sheets, so you get a lot in your packs as well. And I did grab some of the older pieces of Lupo as well, so I can talk you through that. If you haven't seen it before, Lupo is one of the mediums that Rangers sell to go with alcohol inks. It's a synthetic acrylic paper. So we have Lupo white cardstock. We have Lupo heavy stock. So this is a thicker version. If I grab a sheet out of my Lupo here, you'll notice it's actually quite thin. I mean, it's kind of like a, I don't think it gives me a weight on here, but I would say it feels kind of like a 90-pound cardstock kind of weight, whereas our heavy stock is much thicker, hence the heavy stock name. And then we also have a translucent Lupo, which is a really nice, again, really fun technique to work with. So you can see that it's almost like a vellum Lupo, so you can kind of just about see my fingers through it. So again, just another technique, another fun thing you can play around with your alcohol inks. There is also the alcohol ink cardstock. I don't have any to hand here, but there's also that. I'll get to that in a second. And then you can get Lupo in 8x10 inch sheets as well. So if you want to do a large project, you can get this too. There's, as I say, you can also get alcohol ink cardstock from Ranger, which is like a glossy cardstock. Do go and watch one of Tim's videos that that I'm sure Scrapbook.com have on their channel as well. Because Tim talks about all the time how porous the glossy cardstock is, which you'd never actually think. And there's some really fun things you can do with it as well because of how porous it is. So go and check those out as well. Really, really fun. That you can also use your alcohol inks on that cardstock too. Now the other thing they've introduced are new alcohol ink hardcore art panels, and they come in a variety of sizes. So we have this size down here, which is 4 inches square, and you get 3 in a pack. You have a 3-pack of 5x7s, and then you have a mix pack here. So you have an 8x10, a 5x7, and a 4x6 in the mix pack. Now these are hardcore art panels that are laminated on either side. Let me open up one of these small ones so I can show you what's inside. I'm going to just give this a slip down here. So I'm just using my Craft Pick Best Packaging Opener ever. Love doing this. So this doesn't have a Lupo on it. It does have a vinyl type coating on here, which means we can use our alcohol inks on them. So if you feel it, it's kind of got a nice kind of glossy coating on it, which allows us that non-porous surface to be able to use it on, say, a canvas type board. So if you want to make a nice home decor piece, a mixed media piece, you can use your alcohol inks on here, and you're going to get those amazing results like you would with Lupo and those kinds of things. But you have that nice hard board behind it, so you can mount it up onto a wall or onto another art piece. So that's another one of their new releases. And I did want to mention with the alcohol pearls, you can, of course, you saw Hannah had made those pieces for me that she painted with. So you've got the alcohol ink tool set, so that's got your mini mister in it. Now don't ever put your alcohol blending solution, you should not mist with it because it has a resin in it, but it does have those paintbrushes. That's what they used in class to paint those beautiful pieces with. And they used one of the alcohol ink palettes in. So you have your dots in here to add your palette pieces in here. So this is the alcohol ink palette that Ranger makes to go with it. And then of course you have your alcohol ink applicator. So you have the two, you can either get the circular or the rectangular applicator, and then the felts with whichever shape you wanted as well. So you can get those refills, and then you can use the pearls in exactly the same way, or you can use them in a direct to paper. Both ways work well. I mean, they're going to give you beautiful results. These I made with just regular alcohol inks a while back. I mean, I love working with alcohol inks. This was way before the pearls, but you can see you can make beautiful cards. And with that perlite, you're going to add that pearl. Now, if you're wondering what these flecks in here are, this was just regular foil that I put over the top. Just regular thermoweb foil. And then this is the regular alcohol ink, and then this is the mixative. So you can imagine that if I didn't have mixative, and I could actually make the pearl interact with my alcohol ink, how amazing would that technique have looked? And this shadow in here is alcohol lifting. Now, one caveat I'm going to put in that Tim mentioned in his demonstrations is alcohol lifting doesn't work that well with alcohol pearl because of the way the pearl chemically interacts with the alcohol ink. It doesn't lift out the pearl itself. It'll lift out the color pigment, it'll lift out your regular alcohol inks. It's not going to work so well with the pearl itself, but it will work all the way around the pearl. So you can also get some fun techniques with that. So you can really experiment and have some fun, but I just love the names of those alcohol pearls. I think it's really neat and really cool. So of course, Scrapbook.com have put all of the links in the video description for you to all of these amazing new products that they have in their store as well. So check those out. Check out all the other amazing videos they have here at Scrapbook.com, and look out for some of the technique videos I'll be doing here at Scrapbook.com using these fantastic new products from Ranger as well, plus some other release videos we have here at Scrapbook.com with new Ranger releases as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications of all other Scrapbook.com videos as well. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you again very soon. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye.